Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. A matchup that could shake up the lightweight division. On one side, you have Gervonta Davis, a knockout artist with an undefeated record and some of the heaviest hands in boxing. On the other side, Lamont Roach, a skilled technician who has flown under the radar but possesses the boxing IQ and grit to make this a real fight. But what would actually happen if these two met in the ring? Let's dive deep into fighter profiles and styles.
His feet much more here in round 3. Good body shot there from Tank. There's another
Keys to victory for both fighters, expert opinions and predictions, and ultimately, who I think would win if this fight happened. Gervonta Davis, 29-0, 27 KOs. Tank. Davis is known for his explosive power. 27 knockouts in 29 fights is no joke. Counterpunching ability. He lures opponents into his traps and then unloads devastating shots. Ring IQ trained by Floyd Mayweather, Tank's boxing acumen is often overlooked. However, Tank has faced criticism for not fighting the best competition available. Many fans want to see him against guys like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, or Teofimo Lopez. But regardless of who he's facing, Tank always brings the heat.
Shakur, you think it was a draw? No. Who you thought won? Who you thought won? Lamont. You thought Lamont won? By how many rounds? I don't know. You still want the Tank Davis fight? You said what? You still want the Tank Davis fight? What went wrong? What went wrong? Take out a little speed, more fire out of me, or is it still the same?
I mean, we're going to see. I'm the best fighter in boxing. I've been saying this, so.
Shakur, what went wrong for Gervonta in this fight? Just because, could we say maybe because Lamont didn't come in, they really...
I think he got overconfident. I think he was thinking Lamont wasn't that good. I told everybody how the fight was going to go. The fight went exactly how I said. Exactly.
After seeing this performance from Gervonta, do you believe your confidence has gone a little bit more up?
My confidence has been up. I've been knew I was the best.
Lamont Roach, 25-1-1, 10 KOs. Lamont Roach is a skilled technician who might not have the knockout power of Tank, but he makes up for it with strong fundamentals.
And Tank's getting a lot of sneaky shots to the body this round, too.
Ooh, there's that right hand again from Roach. Oh, Tank got a little distracted there. He was talking to the ref, telling him something, but hey, you got to protect yourself.
Great jab, solid footwork, and excellent defense. Durability. He's only lost once and has never been stopped. Underdog mentality. He has nothing to lose, which makes him dangerous. While Roach may not be a household name, he's a legitimate contender who has been waiting for a big opportunity like this. What Gervonta Davis needs to do. Tank's game plan should focus on setting traps, use feints and movement to draw Roach in and counter with power shots. Bodywork slow Roach. Down with heavy shots to the body. Control the pace. Roach is a high-volume puncher. Tank needs to set the rhythm of the fight. If Tank can hurt Roach early, he could force a stoppage by the middle rounds.
Lead left hand, split the guard of Roach. Roach, though, right hand trying to score on Davis.
You made him mad a little bit. When you get mad, you take... There you go. You take chances, but you got to bait it in, all right?
Don't put combinations together this round and end with a boom, man. Touch, boom, boom.
What Lamont Roach needs to do. Roach needs to focus on using his jab. Keep Tank at a distance and disrupt his rhythm. Stay mobile. He cannot afford to stand still against someone with Tank's power. Make it an ugly fight. Roach should push the pace, clinch when necessary, and not let Tank get comfortable. Roach's best path to victory might be to drag Tank into the later rounds and test his gas tank. What are other fighters saying?
Jake, before you sit down, can I get a quick 30-second prediction for the main event?
Less than 6 rounds. Tank gonna do him.
Shakur Stevenson. Stevenson, a top lightweight, believes Roach is good, but Tank's power changes everything. One mistake, and it's over. Stevenson respects Roach's skills, but sees this as Tank's fight to lose. Tim Bradley. Former champion. Tim Bradley said, Roach has to fight a perfect fight to win. Tank only needs one shot. That's the difference.
Under what I did to you, remove the teenagers, and there it is! Series of left hand.
Bradley thinks Roach could surprise people with his boxing skills, but ultimately believes Tank's power will be the deciding factor. While most people are picking Tank, what would it take for Roach to win? Weather the storm early. If Roach can take Tank's best shots and stay on his feet, things get interesting. Stay active. The more punches Roach throws, the more opportunities he has to score points and disrupt Tank's rhythm.
Lamont, you threw more punches and you landed more punches than Tank. How were you able to do this tonight?
What'd I just tell you? I'm him. I'm telling you that. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, man. And it showed tonight. I just thought I pulled it out.
What happens next?
Shit, I hope we can run it back.
Avoid the inside game. Roach must fight at range. Getting into close exchanges with Tank is a recipe for disaster. If Roach can execute this plan, we could be talking about one of the biggest upsets of the year. Rounds 1 to 3. Tank starts slow, feeling out Roach and looking for openings. Roach uses his jab effectively and moves well, but you can see Tank setting up traps. If Roach can survive these early rounds without getting hurt, it boosts his confidence. Rounds 4 to 6. This is where Tank usually turns up the pressure. He'll likely start landing bigger shots, and Roach will need to dig deep. If Tank gets a clean shot, he could end it here. But if Roach weathers the storm, the fight gets interesting. Rounds 7 to 9. If Roach is still standing, expect him to try and take control. He'll need to stay busy, scoring with quick combinations and avoiding Tank's counters. For Tank, this could be the point where frustration sets in, especially if Roach is making it a rough fight with clinches and inside work. Championship rounds, 10 to 12. If it goes this far, Roach will need to do more than survive. He'll need to be active, pushing Tank back and landing clean punches.
That's what we work for, man. This is the last round, you hear me? It's 12 rounds.
Listen. Tank,
Get the shot to hit.
listen, baby. That shit is over with. Let's go. Turn it up. Lock your defense in. You hunt him down now.
But if Tank has managed his energy well, he could find that one perfect shot that changes everything. Even in the later rounds, his power is always dangerous. After looking at all the data, the expert opinions, and the styles of both fighters, here's my final prediction: Gervonta Davis by KO in round 7. While I respect Lamont Roach's skills and toughness, Tank's power and precision are just on another level. The biggest factor will be whether Roach can survive the early rounds. If he does, we might get a more competitive fight than expected, but ultimately I see Tank breaking him down and finishing the job.